Hello everyone, welcome to SM Tech Call. Today we are going to solve the day 25 of September Lead Code Challenge. So today's problem name is largest number. So let's try to read the problem statement first. Then we will try to design one solution for the same. So what they are saying here, they are saying that we will be given one array of integers and we need to return one string. So basically we need to form the largest possible number in using the given array, and then we need to return it as string. Okay. And there is one note also. They are saying that the result may be very large, so you need to return a string instead of integer. Okay, so basically input will be our array of integers and output will be a string, right? But the string will contain the largest number. Okay, so let's try to understand the given example also. So here we can see for the first example, here input is 10 and 2, right? So in this case I have two options. I can make it either 210 or it can be 102. So then we can compare, right? In this two scenario, 2110 is larger than 102, right? So we are returning 210 here. Similarly for this one also, if we can form this number as the largest number only, right? For the same. So let's take the example 2, so that will be helpful to design our solution. So here I can see this is my input array, right? So at first thing we need to do it, we need to convert it into string, right? String of array, right? Because we need to return string, so we will do that first. Okay, after that we can sort this string array, right, based on the, so what I will check while sorting, so we can write our own custom comparator. So basically we are going to sort this string of array according to our requirement. So I will write my own custom logic or custom comparator for sorting. So what will be our custom sorting logic here? So basically suppose I am going to sort these two elements, right? So I will check, so there can be two possibilities, right? So one is that I can do string concatenation like this. So basically remember this, these two will be string, right? So this can be one option, or another option can be 30 plus 3, right? So if we check the result, in this case our string will be 303 and in this case our string will be 330, right? So obviously I am going to put this one, I am going to take this one, right, since it's a larger one, right? So this will be our custom comparator logic. I will try to add both the string and whatever is the larger, I am going to take that or consider that. Okay, so while sorting. Okay, then we can, whenever I am done with my this string sorting, then I can easily use one string builder or something like that, and we can combine that string array to a single string, right? And then we can return it. Okay, so this will be our algorithm. So let's try to understand this custom comparator logic. Okay, so here we can see this is our input array, right, initially. Now so basically we are going to use the merge sort algorithm, right? So in merge sort, what we will do, we divide it in small portion, then we conquer or merge the result. Okay, so basically we are going to use the divide and conquer algorithm here. So this is a classic example of the same. Okay, so initially it will be like this. So after breaking, what it will look like, so if you break it till end, it will be like this, like every element will be a separate element. Now we are going, so while merging I am going to check this logic, whatever I wrote here, right? 3, so there can be two possible combination, one is 330, another one is 303, right? So according to that we are going to decide. So in this case obviously 330 is larger, so 3 will remain here and it will be 30, right? Similarly we will do it for here also, right? In this case 5 will come earlier than 34, right, since 534 is greater than 345. And in this case 9 will remain same, and again now we are going to merge these two array, right? So again one side we have 330, another side we have 534. So obviously this 534 will come first. Okay, then 330 will remain here, right? And similarly 9 will remain here. Now again we will compare. After comparing, obviously our answer 9 will come first, then 5, then 34, then 3, then 30. Okay, so this is our actual answer, right, that we need to return. Okay, so now this will be the our algorithm. Basically using our custom comparator we can easily solve it. So let's quickly write the code using Java for the same. Okay, so as I already told you, I need to at first take one string array, right, where I am going to store all the I will convert each and every number and I will store the number as string in our string array. Okay, so let's declare one string array first. So let's declare it. So let us name it as strs or strings probably, and let's initialize it. So I know my size, right? It will be obviously whatever the nums array size, my new string array size will be same. Okay, so it should be nums dot length. Okay, so now what else? So I think we don't need any more extra variable right now, so we can directly run one for loop. Let's start it with 0 and it will run till I less than nums dot length and I plus plus. Okay, now I need to just I can use string dot value up to convert this each and every integer to a number, to a string, and we can store it, right? So let's do that. So we can do like this. So string of I should be equals to string dot value of integer array to string array. Now our next task is sort this string array according to our custom comparator. So we can use arrays dot sort method. Basically that will be a Java used to do merge sort here only. So we can use that inbuilt arrays dot sort method, and we are going to sort our string array here. So strings, and now we can write our own custom comparator. So suppose we have two strings s1 and s2, and we will merge it like this, right, using this custom comparator logic. So in this case we are going to check that s2 plus s1 dot compare to s1 plus s2. Okay, so whatever is the larger, we are going to consider that. Okay, so whatever combination is going to form the larger number, we are going to consider that. Okay, so now our array is ready. Now basically it will contain the sorted string array. Now we can easily use one string builder, and we can pick each and every string and we can append it. Okay, so let's do that. So since in Java string is immutable, so we are going to use string builder here. Okay, so let's declare one string builder first. Okay, so now we can run another for loop. We can directly use string str and we can pick one string at a time and we can append it, right? So it should be sb dot append, and we are going to append the str, right? Now we can return sb. Since we need to return type is string only, we need to convert it to string and we can return it. Okay, I think that's pretty much. Let's quickly run the code and see whether it's compiling or not. Okay, I think it's throwing some error. Let us quickly fix. Okay, so now our code is compiling. So basically there are a couple of errors. So one spelling mistake is here and one spelling mistake for here for value of, and we are missing this array sign. Okay, so now it's compiling and giving us expected answer. Now let's quickly submit it and check whether it is accepted or not. Okay, so I think it's failing. So we need to handle this kind of scenario also. So in some scenario our all test cases can contain all 0 value. In that case we need to return obviously 1 0 instead of multiple 0, right? So let's try to add one logic for this kind of edge cases also, right? So I will check that strings. So I will pick the first element using 0 and I will check the char at first position, right? If in the first position I can find the first character is 0, that means in that case I can return 0 here only. Okay, so now let's quickly submit it and check. So obviously, it should be the inside the string sign or double quote. So now quickly submit. Okay, so let's quickly analyze the time and space complexity also. So you can see that it's getting 98.32 Java submission, and in case of time and space complexity, let's quickly analyze it. Okay, so for this for loop, right, it will take obviously order of n time. So n will be our nums array length, and again since we are doing here sorting, so in case of sorting it at least requires order of n log n time. So if you are going to use merge sort, basically Java arrays.sort use merge sort only. So for merge sort, in worst case scenario it will take order of n log n time. Okay, and for this last for loop also it will take order of n log n. So if you consider the overall time complexity here, so you can say it will be order of n log n because sorting is taking maximum number of times. Okay, but in case of space complexity, it's pretty much straightforward. We are using one extra array, and obviously this extra array size is our input size, right? So basically input array size num.length. So again, in case of space complexity, it will be order of n. I think that's pretty much for this video.